Hi Royals, welcome to this video. I can't clap because my other hand is holding the camera, but here's my clapping sound. Anyways, so this video is about me moving to a whole different city all by myself with no help. And yeah, it's been awesome. It's been fun. Before, there was a lot of blood, sweat and tears that I had to go through, but now life is a little bit more stable for me. But I moved about almost 2 years ago now. I moved by myself. It's been a long journey, honestly. It has not been easy at all. So why did I move to a whole different city all by myself? By the way, if you don't know where I am, I'm in Sacramento. Also, by the way, subscribe to the channel. So why I moved, first of all, it was because I just wanted to leave my environment where I was before. I was in Fresno with my family and I applied to different colleges, and I did get into Fresno State University in Fresno, and I could have stayed in Fresno, but why do I want to just stay in Fresno? So long story short, anyways, I decided to go somewhere else I have no idea about, somewhere else that is outside of my comfort zone, because Fresno now is my comfort zone. I can go back to Fresno anytime. I can go to my friend's house anytime. It's just I wanted to just leave. Not that I don't like my family, because I do like them, but I just wanted to leave. I got into different colleges and I chose Sacramento State because it wasn't too far away from Fresno, my home. I am actually Nigerian, so my actual home is Nigeria. My home is Nigeria, but Fresno is also my, I guess, second home. Anyways, like I said, I wanted to move out of the area that I was used to. I was used to Fresno, and there's almost nothing to do in Fresno, so I decided to choose Sacramento and to get out. I know absolutely nobody in Sacramento. Well, now I do, but before I knew absolutely nobody in Sacramento. So I came to a whole different new town, city by myself with no help. Yeah, it has been a great journey. It has been fun. It has been exciting, and I'm so proud. I remember the first month that I moved to Sacramento. If you don't know, I moved back to Sacramento. So I was previously in Sacramento before, then I moved to Davis, and then I moved back to Sacramento. Anyways, so first month that I was in Sacramento for, there were lonely days, there were a lot of lonely nights that first month, but it's not lonely enough for me to go back home, if that makes any sense. I knew what I wanted to do with my life, so I was pretty much certain that I wanted to be here, even though I had lonely days at the first early stages of being here by myself. I had no friends here. Well, now I do, but I didn't have any friends here. I didn't have any family, nobody, and I didn't even have enough money. But I did it anyways. I worked my butt off. I worked a lot of extra hours, and I am actually proud of myself right now. If you had told me 2 to 3 years ago that this was gonna be my life, I wouldn't have believed it. So I'm so grateful for how far I've come on my own by myself. I saw somewhere that if you never step out of your comfort zone, you would never grow as a person. And I don't know, it just talked to me, and then I was like, I need to leave Fresno. And after I left Fresno and in Sacramento, and I also stayed in Davis for a while, for about 9 months. I was in Davis, then came back to Sacramento. I found that I had grown as a person a little more than I would have been still being back in Fresno. And I get it, I can move out of my parents' house in Fresno and still stay in Fresno and find myself and whatnot, but the whole of Fresno was it's just a different aura. It's just a different, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like home, okay? It's my comfort zone. Fresno is my comfort zone. So stepping out of that and into my own world and making my own memories and my own thing, creating my own life, it's amazing. I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I am actually an entrepreneur. Like, I have an entrepreneur spirit. I'm always trying to find ways to make more money or to create more things. And this is honestly something that I would have not realized about myself if I was still at home. I don't know, I just surprise myself every day with the kind of entrepreneur spirit I have. And I know I've said it's amazing, but I keep learning about myself. I keep learning so much stuff It is amazing. You know, it got me thinking about, I taught myself how to ride a bicycle. Not like I didn't have people to teach me, but I didn't want to wait. I taught myself how to swim. I taught myself how to drive, literally by watching YouTube videos. Like I have a brother, I have parents that could teach me, but I just didn't want to keep waiting for someone to teach me, so I taught myself instead. I taught myself how to drive. I was so surprised that I could actually even do it by just watching YouTube videos. And then, I don't know, just moving out in general just made me realize, and being in a whole different city, it just made me realize the kind of person I am. It made me realize that I want more and more and more. Like every little milestone I create, I'm hungry for more and more and more and more greater things in life. Like that is something I didn't know that I had in my blood, in my system. Like I also bought my first car by myself with nobody's help. I bought this might sound so dumb to some people, but for me, I bought my very first phone by myself too. And I don't remember how much that was. Probably was like $300 or so then, and that was a lot of money. Like I had no way to get that kind of money. I had no way. In buying, I think honestly that's just where it all started from. Like saving money and buying that very first phone without anybody's help, which is amazing. Like I remember, this might also sound dumb to some people, but I remember when I already ordered the phone, and I also ordered a phone case, but the phone case came earlier than the phone. So I would hold the phone case at night and act like I actually have the phone, and I would just literally sleep with the phone case. I would have the phone case in my ear and act like I'm on the phone with somebody, because it's actually something that I own and I bought by myself with my hard-earned money. I honestly think that was the moment that I realized, or that I felt that I can do things that I want to do in life, if that makes any sense. I had no job, okay? I had absolutely no job, so I'll do little hair braiding. I'm so glad my parents taught us how to braid hair. So I would do little hair braiding for people here and there, and I would do a little babysitting job here and there, and that was how I was able to get money to buy that phone, even if I had no real job. And then, guess what I wanted to buy next? I wanted to buy a computer next, and that was something that, it's like, being able to buy that by yourself without asking your parents for money for it, it's different. So I decided to save every single penny I had, and then I bought a computer, and I was like, oh wow, I want to buy a car. And that was mind-blowing. Like I had no money to buy thousands of dollars car. Although it was a used car, I paid it upfront fully in cash, and I had no money to buy that car. But I'm a big manifester, okay? I manifested buying that car even though I had absolutely no money, and at this point I had got a job and I was saving every single penny. It took me about 6 to 7 months to save really hard, like extremely painfully save. I was literally surviving on chips during my work at lunch. I would just eat chips. Like that was how I was surviving on for me to be able to afford a car. So after getting my car, my very first car, I was super excited. It was a rainy day. I was super excited. I got my first car, and guess what I had in mind to do next was to get an apartment. And that was too much of a, I don't even know what to call it, a dream. A goal. I had no money in my bank account for me to be able to even afford anything else, but I wanted to get an apartment. It took me about 2 years to actually be able to fully save money and have where I have right now, and be able to live comfortably and move to a different city. Like, you guys have no idea how every morning I wake up, I open my window, I look out, and I'm like, I love my life. Nobody could have told me I would love my life like this, and I would get here, and I'm just super grateful. So now I'm even more excited because once I graduate, and I'm gonna move wherever my job takes me. I might still be in Sacramento, I might not be in Sacramento. Wherever my job takes me, that's the next big step that I am so grateful for. And once I get a job, I'm gonna start saving for a house for whenever I ever decide to settle down in one place to get a house. But you know, it's just like moving to a whole different city makes me feel like I can do anything now. Like I can literally do anything I put my mind to. Manifestation works, you guys. I literally manifest every single thing I want and I work towards it, and I save my money. You will learn so much things about yourself. You will learn what you like, what you don't like, who you want to be around, and your mindset will change either in a good way or in a bad way, and it has to be in a good way, please. Thank you. And just be happy. Now I'm not gonna tell people how to live your life and how to do your thing, but this is just my own experience. Literally, you guys have no idea how grateful I am. Like, so anyways, that's my little rant, or I should call it a story instead of a rant, of moving to a whole new city by myself, with knowing nobody and having nothing. I should say I was broke, honestly, because I was literally broke. But now I guess I've been broke for too long that I now live in the mindset of being broke, even though I'm technically no longer broke, but I live in the mindset of being broke, so that way I don't spend unnecessary amount of things. And now I am just rambling. Okay, I'm so sorry. Don't let anybody ever tell you you cannot do it, because you can, honey. You can't. You'll never know that you cannot do it until you try. Even if you try and you fail, at least you know you failed and you tried and you learned something from that, and then try again in a different direction, in a different way. Okay? Alright, enough of me rambling. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. I am trying so hard to keep up with that time frame, because I'm failing. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out. I love you all. Subscribe to be part of the royal gang. What are you doing if you don't subscribe? What are you doing? Subscribe. Bye.